Hey guys, it's your girl Carrie Ann here with my first video on YouTube. I was super nervous about doing this, but I mean the best way to do something is to start, yeah? So here I am. So for my very first video, I want to talk about 4 commonly misquoted phrases. Now we all know that phrases often have little life lessons in them. Sometimes some of them are funny, some of them are pretty serious. This list, even though it's a short one, is a mixture of both serious phrases and funny ones. The first phrase that I want us to look at is pretty common. Pretty common. That one is blood is thicker than water. Now, the actual phrase has a completely different meaning to what it is that phrase now means to us. The completed phrase actually reads, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Did not know that at all. Now, when you think about it, when you make a covenant, and this has several bits of history in it, there are covenants that are, related to biblical times. There are covenants that are related to Asian culture. But a covenant is a bond, is a promise that is not broken. And so, in the purest sense of the word, if you make a covenant with someone or someone makes a covenant with you, you know pretty much that is their word is their bond. And so the phrase that we now use to say blood is thicker than water, in our estimation, that means that family is more important, or family should be regarded more highly than our friends and our associates. But if we think about what the original phrase says, and we had that up earlier, then you realize that a covenant can oftentimes hold more weight and actually be taken more seriously than promises that are made by our own relatives. And which one of us has not had that experience? I for sure have had family members who betrayed me. We'll get into that another time, but for sure, I have experienced having friends or associates who became friends, who then became family, and they have been with me through thick and thin. So that's the first one. The second phrase that is often misquoted is, money is the root of all evil. Hello. If money is the root of all evil, then the world would be a very evil place. We know this is not the actual phrase. Most persons actually correct themselves to say it's not money that's the root of all evil, but it's the love of money that is the root of all evil. But guess what? Even that phrase, that the love of money is the root of all evil, that's still short. Here is what the actual phrase is, and this is from a biblical reference. So here's the phrase. For the love of money is the root of all evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Yikes. So that's a mouthful. But if we think about it in the purest context, it's pretty much facts. So we know, for example, that money is important. Money was developed centuries ago as a means of trading goods and services. There are different types of money. There are paper notes, there are coins. In some cultures, there are shells that are exchanged, cattle, land. So money is a means of transaction. So there's no way that money in and of itself is evil. However, we see that the full phrase explains that if we love money so much that we become greedy, We will pierce ourselves through with many sorrows. And I know that's not how we speak in today's language, but it's pretty clear. Pretty much it's saying that if your main concern always is forever only money, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. So this is not to say that you shouldn't be ambitious. This is not to say that you shouldn't work hard. This is not to say that you shouldn't enjoy the money you have. But if the money becomes what you love, you're gonna be in trouble. Our third phrase for today, which is often misquoted, and I like this one in particular because I have cats. It says, curiosity killed the cat. That's the shortened version, of course. The full version of that phrase is actually, curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Now, I think that phrase is super cool because, for one, it encourages curiosity. The second part of the phrase in particular encourages curiosity. And if you think about it, I have a background in education, and curiosity is very important for me as an educator. My students need to be curious. If they're not curious, they're not going to be interested in what's being taught. If we think about it as human beings, when we're tiny tots, when we're toddlers, just learning to walk, putting everything in our mouths, pulling everything down, those actions are because of curiosity. And it's because of curiosity why we are able to actually grow and develop. So a baby becomes curious when they hear a sound and they turn around, and a baby becomes curious when they constantly rock, and then eventually they stand up for a few seconds and they fall down and they do it again and again until they can actually stand, and then the parents go, the baby's walking. And it's curiosity that makes us grow. And so the shortened phrase, I find, can be a damper on our natural desire to learn. So let's definitely not keep this one short, guys. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. So you can learn, you can constantly learn. The more curious you are, the more you will observe, the more you'll appreciate what's happening around you in the world, and the more you will be able to share and experience life. Yeah? And our final, because we said we're doing 4 commonly misquoted phrases, our final phrase today, I like this one too because it's actually funny. This one says, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. So great minds think alike means that persons who are similar, they have similar interests, probably have a similar background, similar morals and ethics, they will think alike. But then the funny part of the phrase is that fools seldom differ. So fools also think alike. And I find that kind of funny, I know I'm probably quirky, but yeah. Great minds think alike, but fools seldom differ. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know. Put a comment down below. Which one of these 4 phrases was your favorite? Which one of these 4 phrases did you not know of before? Which one of these 4 phrases has now caused you to think differently about something in life? Thank you so much for watching this first video, and please join me again for the next video. Take care. Bye.